Hi everyone, I'm Evangeline here at Etrailer. Today we have the Benton LittleShift and we're seeing how it fits here on our 2023 Kia Seltos. This is a single bike rack designed to carry one bike. It's compact, but it's also very functional. And here on our Seltos, there are some features here that make it a great single rack fit for our vehicle, like how it gives us a little bit of a rise so we're not hitting the ground all the time, but also the versatility of this rack, especially when getting different bikes on, or if you need access to your roof, it gives you a little bit of a step too. But let's focus first on how this fits on with our bike. We have 3 touch points, the first 2 being wheel straps, and the third being the most important, our frame mount or our wheel mount. So this can be used as a frame mount, which was helpful since our bike has fenders. But without fenders, you could use this as a wheel mount, securing this up by the fork, and that way it can hold on to the wheel, which is something a lot of bike racks do because then it's less contact on your frame. Now we're going to keep this attached to the wheel so that we can take a look at our wheel straps. Those are the important parts, especially when you have this frame mounted, because this holds the bike and prevents it from rocking back and forth. You press the lever on the strap, you swing it around and out of the way so it doesn't get caught up in the spokes when you want to take your bike off. So that's 1 and 2 straps. And we're gonna go over to the bike, holding onto the bike with one hand, press this lever, push this out, and now I can grab the bike and go. Now I do have to lift the bike up and off the rack, but since the Seltos is so low to the ground when it comes to the location of the hitch, that wasn't that bad. Do remember that this does have a weight capacity of up to 80 pounds, so you have the potential to carry a pretty hefty bike on there. Now, something extra special with this rack is definitely gonna be that spot there in the middle. So you'll notice there's cutouts there, which are helpful if you have things like your own cable lock to lock into place. And you have a hitch step as well. So when you bring the arm and the straps in, you can then have a very nice and neat rack. And then you can step up here. If you have, let's say, a kayak loaded up, I like to carry a rooftop tent on top of this Seltos, and this function here is really helpful for getting that cover off of the tent more easily. Another perk to it too is this rack does not take up much room behind the vehicle. It does not fold up, but it also doesn't have to. And that is something that I usually think about when I'm camping. I don't like how having a folded up rack makes it where I can't get access into my hatch area without bringing it down. This one just stays there and is pretty unobtrusive. With all that being said, this is gonna take up a little bit of space behind the vehicle, about 17 inches to be exact, and we have a ground clearance of 12 inches here at the end of the rack to the ground. Compare that to the hitch, which we're at 10 inches from the hitch inside corner to the ground. So it does sit pretty low to the ground, but it's helpful because there's a bit of a rise, so we're all sitting good. With that being said, I like it. I think it's a good fit for the Seltos if you are looking for a single bike rack that's pretty affordable, but has a lot of good function to it and a lot of capacity as well. Check out all the features of it right here on our site. If you're looking for a hitch first so that you can use this rack, I have a 2-inch custom fit hitch. You can find one available for your Seltos here at etrailer.com. But today what you saw was the Benton LittleShift single bike rack on a 2023 Kia Seltos.